after watching the games this weekend, how did it make you feel about where the Browns are?
Not good.
So, I don't know. Like, I pretty much watched most of the games. I turned off the Green Bay one early because I started watching UFC. Sorry. It's just a terrible passion of mine. But, so, I watch all those games and I go, well, we're not there. Like, this looks easy for these guys. This looks organized. They're like penalty wise, it wasn't like mind blowing. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of stupid penalties and stuff like that. And then the quarterback play. I hate to do that, but man, you watch Joe Burrow, Mahomes, Allen. I know we don't have that, but man,
I watch
anything's possible.
I watch these games, and one, we need a kicker, obviously,
In the worst way.
Two, we do need an outside weapon. You know, we need an outside weapon. Garrett Wilson, hopefully, something like that. But Dustin Fox said it. Are you guys seeing why what we have isn't good enough? And the thing is I'm not only Browns fans should be thinking that. A whole lot of teams should be thinking that. A whole lot of teams in the NFL should have been watching games this week and going, we got to upgrade.
Yeah, I
mean, just decent isn't going to cut it. If the goal is to win a Super Bowl in the AFC,
if you're not in the playoffs and you're watching, we got to do better.
Yeah, we have to have great. And if you don't have great, you can't just settle for good because we'll just at least be relevant. No, that's not the goal.
No,
you know. And
you mentioned Justin Herbert and the Chargers earlier. You know, and that's a team that if they were a little bit better on defense this year, if they were in the playoffs, I mean, he'd be going toe-to-toe with these other quarterbacks too right now. And I think next year in his third year, look out. I mean, he's going to be able to do performances like that.
I'd have loved to watch over the weekend like a Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert matchup. And then get Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in the other one. Like,
that'd been a little bit better than Tannehill out there throwing 3 picks and not doing much.
It's just, you had to watch that and know. And no hate towards the guy, but know that he's not even close to that. I mean, not even. It looks like they're playing different sports. Baker's best stretch of his career was 2020 last year in the last 8 or 10 games. That was the best we've ever seen him play. Not even close to what we just watched. Not even close. And that's the best what he has to offer.
Yeah.
It's just. You got to have somebody. Do we really think Gabriel Davis is 4 touchdowns good? If Josh Allen wasn't that,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Somebody's got to put the ball in the right spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Allen, I mean, you got to be in the right spot. You got to make the grabs.
How much of it too is Stephon Diggs is on the other side also, and you know he's looked quiet, but everybody else around him, Dawson Knox, looking like a touchdown monster. Gabriel Davis, a huge game. Even Singletary, like all those guys are kind of.
But look at how much like Josh Allen's elevated.
Makes them better.
Yeah. Like
I completely agree.
Stephon Diggs was really good with Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. He's another level with Josh Allen.
Anything's possible. Yeah.
Gabriel Davis had 4 touchdowns in the playoffs. Dawson Knox was a nobody. He looks like a pretty good tight end now. We can't stop it. Well, this is better than what it used to be because we're going to be scrambling forever. And if you have to take some lumps to find that guy, then that's what you got to do. Because
it wasn't like Allen and Mahomes just all of a sudden this season were like, oh, they've arrived.
No, they've been
around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Been around,
it didn't take them 4, 5, 6 years to really hit their stride and be this awesome quarterback. Like, it happened.
Josh Allen's first year was kind of
Joe Burrow has been
within 3 years though.
Oh, dude, the second year he was MVP numbers. Like he was right there.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow has been a starting quarterback for a full season now, one time.
Yes.
And he's in the AFC Championship game. So don't tell me and he got sacked 9 times.
It was brutal.
And he's in the AFC Championship game. So don't tell me oh, well, you just got to have this and you got to have this. You got to have the quarterback. It's 2022. You got to have the quarterback. And to me, I mean, it was blatantly obvious. Stafford, that's why Goff is gone. And they have Stafford to make that throw in that situation. So that's how I felt. On top of quarterback, though, you got to get the weapon for the outside. You have to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like he said, even though Stephon Diggs didn't do much in this game, their game plan was to stop Diggs.
him, yeah.
And it left Gabriel Davis to feast, you know. But yeah, that's the way I just left this weekend thinking, man, I'm depressed.
Wow.
Yeah.